Hello, class 12th student. Today, again, I'm going to start chapter money. This is part 2. In this video, we are going to discuss about meaning of money, function of money, primary function and secondary function. Okay. So, first of all, money meaning. So, what is the meaning of the money? So, if its meaning is what, so it is very easy line that you can write in your answer if question is asked about the money, and it is very simple line. What is money? According to the Walker, money is what money does. It's mean it is related. Money, the meaning of money is related to what? It is related to functions of money. Okay, it is related to what? It is related to functions of money. Okay, in simple, there are four functions of money, so we can just, what we have to do, we have to write these four functions, and in this way the meaning of money is going to be complete. You can see here, money is anything which is commonly accepted. Now it is these are the four functions that is written here. So money is anything which is accepted as medium of exchange, a unit of value, a store of value, means for a standard of deferred payment. So this is the meaning of money that you are going to write in your copy. Okay, what is money? So money is anything that is accepted as a medium of exchange, a unit of value, a store of value, and means for standard deferred payment. Okay, after that you are going to write in the terms of, in the words of Walker, money is what money does. Okay, so in simply, what you have to keep in your mind, whenever question is asked about the meaning of money, just you write all the four function of money in a line. Money is that thing that perform four function. So money, you can write it also, money is anything that perform four function: medium of exchange, a unit of value, store of value, and means for standard of deferred payment. So I think it is very easy to writing the meaning of money. Just write four function of money together and you are going to write the meaning. Okay, now let we discuss the function of money. So basically the function of money is divided into two parts: primary functions and secondary functions. In primary functions there are two functions: medium of exchange, measure of value. In secondary function there are two functions: standard of deferred payment and store of value. Okay student, now medium of exchange, in very simple language, it is related to selling and purchasing of goods and services in money system. Okay, today we can purchase anything, that much money you are having in your pocket. Okay, and a seller can sell whatever the money of the product is written there. Okay, so there is no issue to search a person like a double coincident of want. Okay, now next is measure of value. So in today era, in monetary system, the value of everything, it is doctor fees, or it is the price of a pen, or it is the price of a aircraft, everything is represented in terms of money. Okay, so that is it. Standard of deferred payment, so it is related to what? It is related to loan. It is related to the function of giving loan. Money has made giving loan, the process of giving loan, very easy. Okay, if suppose there are two student in your classroom. Okay, suppose I am going to take the example of suppose Vikas and suppose Abhishek. Okay, suppose Abhishek require 100 rupees, so he can borrow this money from Vikas and he can make the payment after 2 days, 3 days, or after 1 month. There will be no issue. Why? Because the value of money is stable. Okay, whatever you can purchase today with the help of the 100 rupees, you can also purchase after 2 months. So there will be no problem. Okay, store of value, so it is related to keeping money. Okay, so you can keep money in a very small area, and if you are going to keep your money in bank, so you can earn profit also. So these are the function of basically money. we are going to discuss properly all these function. Okay, so let us start it. Now, first of all, actually in your board examination, and this time from my side, it is very very important question. Okay, student. So many times in 6 marks question, it is asked right about how the how the money has overcome the problem of barter system. Okay, so such type of question every time asked in the board examination, like in 2010, how does money overcome the main problem of exchange in the barter system, like how does money solve the problem of double coincident of want. Okay, explain the unit to explain the problem of double coincident of want faced under the barter system. So such type of question asked has been asked in board examination. So what you are going to write for this, that table is very important. Okay, if suppose question is asked, how question has been asked, how does money solve the problem of double coincident of want. Suppose this question has been asked, so you are going to write about a medium of exchange. Okay, so lack of double coincident of want, this problem is sorted by which function, a medium of exchange. Okay, now if question is about how does money overcome the main problem of exchange in barter system, so you are going to write about a unit of value. Okay, so in this way it can be asked in the board examination. One more question in 2007 has been asked to explain how does money solve the problem of standard of deferred payment. Okay, so in that you are going to write this. So this is very important. Okay, baki everything is directly ki standard deferred payment, here is standard deferred payment, lack of a store, so here a store of value. So it is very easy to remember, just this is very important. Lack of coincident question is asked about it, so what you are going to explain, a medium of exchange. So remember this flow chart. Okay, so it is become very easy. These are the problem that is short out by these four functions. So these are the four basic drawback of barter system, and because of that there are these the four function of money. Okay, student, now we are going to discuss everyone. Now first, medium of exchange. Okay, so what is medium of exchange? Money as a medium of exchange means it can be used to make payment for all transaction of goods and services. It is the most essential function of money. So it is the basic function of money. Money is basically used for what? For making the payment. If you want to purchase a jetter pen that is worth of 20, yeah, if you want to purchase a pen Write-O-Meter, so what, how much money you require? You require 20 rupees. If you are having 20 rupees, then only you can purchase Write-O-Meter. Okay, if you are having suppose only 5 rupees, so you can not purchase that that pen. Okay, so this is what it is related to, making the payment of all transactions of goods and services, and this is the basic function of money. Money has the quality of general acceptability. Okay, if you are going to purchase a cooler, or if you want to purchase a car, if you want to purchase a fridge, anything very small to very huge amount value good, so anything, if you want to purchase car or you want to purchase a 3 rupees pen, so what you require? You require money. Suppose you want to purchase a 3 rupees pen and you say ki I want to give you a check, so nobody is going to be accepted. Okay, so money is what? Okay, money is that is accepted by everyone. Suppose you want to purchase a 3 rupees pen and you are having a black pen that is of 5 rupees, so go to the shopkeeper and say ki sir, please have this black pen of 5 rupees and give me this 3 rupees blue pen. So maybe he is ready and not ready, it depend upon his opinion. But if you are having 3 rupees, so you can purchase it, there will be no problem. Okay, so this is what medium of exchange. Okay, so this function has removed major difficulty of lack of double coincident of want. Today you have not to wait for a person who is ready whatever you are having, and you have to search for a person whatever you want, that is going to be held by that person. So this double coincident of want, this problem is totally shot out by this function, medium of exchange. Okay, now it is has facilitated trade and help in conducting transaction in an economy. Because of the money, today we can purchase anything, okay, that is produced not within the India but outside. Like you are using Club Factory, you are using Flipkart, you are using Amazon, many online shopping sites. Okay, and why you are able to do this? Because of the money. If suppose there is a barter system, so it is never possible. Okay, so because of the money, today we are living in a global economy. Okay, you can purchase anything that is produced in any area of this world, okay, with the help of the money. Okay, so money has no power to satisfy human want, but it commands power to purchase things which have utility to satisfy human. Okay, directly it is not going to satisfy your want. If you are thirsty, so you are having money, you are not able to quench your thirst. Suppose you are hungry, so money is not helpful to fulfill your to remove the it is not able to fulfill the, you cannot use it as a table thing, but you can purchase anything and you can eat and you can satisfy your hunger. You can purchase a cold drink, you can purchase drinking water, and you can quench your thirst. Okay, so money give you this power, you can purchase anything. Okay, so in this way, in very simple language, money, so this function medium of exchange, this function medium of exchange is related to, first of all, it has separated the first important work that this function has done, separated the work of buying and selling. Okay, you can purchase anything whatever money you are having, and same way a seller can sell its commodity to any buyer who is going to make the payment. Suppose is Ram is a buyer, he is having 10,000 rupees in his pocket. So he can purchase anything that's value is equal to 10,000. Okay, suppose Ramu, yeah, Rani. Suppose Rani is a seller and he is having a washing machine. Okay, its price is suppose 20,000. So she can sell her washing machine, his product washing machine, to anyone who is ready to pay what, 20,000 rupees. So in this way, money has separated the work of buying and selling, and the problem of double coincident of want has been shot out by this function, medium of exchange. Next benefit we get by this function, it gives freedom, it's give freedom of choice. Okay, so it gives what, it gives freedom of choice. Like suppose Roshni is having 100 rupees, okay, in her bag, so she can purchase anything that is what, that is worth 100 rupees. She can buy a copy, uh, she can buy book, copy, pencil, or any she can order pizza, anything that is worth of 100 rupees. So she has lot of choice because of money. Okay, so next most important thing about this function is it reduces time that is spent in barter system. Okay, in barter system, lot of there is what, there is trading cost. I had told you about trading cost. So this is also short out by this function, medium of exchange. Today you don't require to wait for a person, okay, that is going to have that you want, and he is ready to purchase whatever you are going to have. So this type of problem, that you have to wait, you have to search for that type of person, okay, there is no require, that is known as a trading cost. So there is no trading cost because of money. Okay, now Next function is measure of value. It is also known as a unit of value, and one more name is it's one no one more name is account. Unit of account. Unit of account. Okay, student. So this is very important function, and basically this is asked with these name: unit of account, unit of value. Okay, so this function measure of value, it is basically related to what? It is related to measure of a value means money work as a common denomination it, in which value of all goods and services are expressed. Okay, and this facilitate maintaining the business account that is not possible in barter system. Okay, and money help in calculating relative price of goods and services. This is why it is also known as a unit of account. I had told you now, it is considered as a unit of account, unit of value, and this function is second function, measure of value. It is also known as a unit of value and unit of account. Okay, so in very simple language, if I'm going to explain measure of value, if I'm going to explain measure of value, so this under this function, value of all goods and services, all goods and services are expressed in terms of money, in terms of money. So this function is related to what? Expressing the value of all goods and services in terms of money, yeah, in terms of price, in terms of price. Okay, today if you talk about the value of a pencil, or the value of a car, value of a aircraft, anything, everything, the value of everything is represented in terms of money or in terms of price. Okay, so the price of everything is expressed in money. So that much money if you are having, you are able to purchase that good. Suppose if you are having 20 rupees in your pocket, so you can purchase Jetor pen. Okay, if you are having only 50 rupees, so you cannot purchase. Why? Because its value is what? Its value is worth 20 rupees. Same way, suppose if you want to purchase a bike, suppose this bike is A and its value is what? 50,000. I had told you now, in today in monetary system, the value of every good and services is represented in what? In price. So suppose this A bike, its price is 50,000. So if you are having the 50,000, you can purchase it. If you are not having, you cannot purchase it. Suppose if you want to go and you want to consult a doctor, if its fees is 300, so if you are going to pay 300, only then you are able to take the consultancy, you are able to take the prescription from that doctor. So today, in today era, in modern time, the value of every good as well as the value of every service, it is service of a doctor, it is a service of lawyer, it is a service of a teacher, the service of everything is expressed in terms of price. So this function measure of value is related to what? Expressing the value of all goods and services in terms of money or in terms of price. Okay, so I think it is clear to you. Okay, next function, secondary function. So we had completed primary function. There are two functions, medium of exchange and measure of value. Now secondary function. So first is what? First is standard of deferred payment. Okay, so standard of deferred payment, it is related to what? So money as a standard of deferred payment, money act as a standard for payment which are to be made in future. Every day million of transaction takes place in which payment are not made immediately. Money encourage such transaction and help in capital formation and economic development of economy. So money as a standard of deferred payment has simplified borrowing and lending operation. It has lead to creation of financial institution. Okay, so in very simple language, if I talk about this function, standard of deferred payment, standard standard of deferred payment. So this is related to what? This is related to that payment that is made in near future. Okay, it refers to payment made in future. It refer, yeah, this function refer to payments made in future, made in future. Okay, so this function is related to what? This function is related to it refers to payment made in future. This is the simplest meaning of this function. Okay, and basically it is related to loan. Okay, today everyone takes loan and give loans. Okay, why? Because repayment of loan because of introduction of money has become easier. Okay, suppose in your class, suppose in a class there is two boy A and B. A require 100 rupees and B is having 200 rupees. So B can give 100 rupees to A, and A can repay it whenever he is going to have 100 rupees. So why? Because money, the price, the value of money is going to be stable. The value of money is stable, it is not going to fluctuate. Okay, जैसे आज अगर आप 100 रुपीज़ से सपोज करो एक्स गुड परचेस कर सकते हो, तो नेक्स्ट मंथ भी वो एक्स गुड आपको मिलने वाली है और उसके नेक्स्ट मंथ भी आप उसको खरीद सकते हो. ओके, सो इट्स मीन वॉट, द वैल्यू ऑफ मनी इज़ नॉट गोइंग टू फ्लैक्चुएट, इज़ नॉट गोइंग टू चेंज वेरी ईजिली. इट टेक्स अ लॉन्ग पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. सो बिकॉज ऑफ this quality of money, money is used as a standard of deferred payment. And today taking loan and giving loan become very easy because there is no loss for borrower or for lender. Okay, like in a barter system. In barter system, suppose suppose there is A and B. Okay, he has given 5 kg wheat to B. So suppose when he returned 5 kg wheat, so maybe its quality is going to be more better or it is going to be less better. One more thing ki maybe just in the time when A has given 5 quintal, there are too much production, so the value of wheat is not that much. But when B has returned, the production of wheat has reduced. Because of that, the value of production has increased. So in this way 5 kg wheat is going to have more value. So these problem of barter system has short out. Okay, because how? Because the the purchasing power of money, the purchasing power of money is what? Money is stable, it is constant. It is what? It is constant. Okay, so because of that it is very easy to giving loan and to taking loan. Okay, so I think you are able to understand this function. Next is, and last one is store of value. So assets function of value. Name had if you read this heading now properly, so it's going to give you proper head. Store. So today if you want to store money, so it is very easy. It takes very less space. If you are going to have your money in your bank, so credit, just you require a credit card in your pocket and it takes very small space. And if you are going to store your money in bank, so you are going to get interest on it though. in this way it become the source of income also. Okay, but if you go to the barter system, so that time there is no money. So if suppose you are producer of wheat, so if you are going to have value of wheat for future use, so suppose 5 quintal wheat you are going to store, to it require a big space area, it require maintenance charge also, and after 2 or 3 year it is not going to give you same price, its value is going to decrease. But if you talk about the money now, so these problem you don't find with the money. Okay, the value of money is what, it is stable, it is constant. Okay, so if suppose you are having 10,000 rupees in your almirah, or in your pocket, or in your credit card, or in your bank, so it is not going to lose its value so frequently. Okay, whatever fridge you can purchase today, you can purchase 4 or 5 year, uh, 5 year, after 4 or 5 year also. Okay, there maybe there will be some fluctuation, but it is not going to be too much fluctuate. Okay, so in this way, because of this reason, so store of value is more beneficial. You can earn money if you are going to keep your money in bank. Okay, so store of value is basically related to what, it is related to shifting of purchasing power from present to future. Like your father, he save money not only for giving you good education if there is girl, so they, every family save some money for her marriage also. Okay, so in this way, for any emergency also, medical emergency or any type other emergency, so they also store money. Okay, like COVID-19, many people lost their lose their job, so whatever money they have to save, they are using it in this critical condition. So in this way money is very helpful in store of value. So what is written here, money as a store of value means that money can be used to transfer purchasing power from present to future. Okay, why it is possible, because uh, because it have it having stability. Okay, now money is way to store wealth, although wealth can be stored in other form also, but money in the most economical and convenient way. Okay, so you can read it, I think you had understand it. And one more function that is related to money is transfer of, it is related to what, it is related to transfer of value. Okay, now suppose you are having a flat of 50 lakh, and if you are moving from Gorakhpur to Bangalore, so it is not possible to have this flat to Bangalore. You, what you can do, you can sell this flat to anyone, and you can get this 50 lakh, and then you can go to Bangalore and you can purchase again a flat for you. Okay, so this is what transfer of value. Transfer of value, we mean transferring the value of durable and immovable goods for one place to another. So I think you are able to understand, it is very easy chapter, and it is very important chapter. Okay, because 6 to 10 marks question asked from these two chapter only, money and next is banking. Okay, so today we had covered the meaning of money and function of money. Tomorrow we are going to discuss about the type of money and meaning of money supply. Thank you.